Can you name a single example in the last 20 years where blacks were discriminated en masse, where they've been put aside? Can you give me a specific example?
You can simply talk about police brutality and mass incarceration.
What percentage of murders do black Americans commit in America?
So there you have a point of there is over-policing in black communities, specifically
murders.
Lower income communities.
Blacks commit murders because of police? I'm not talking about murders of police.
You're twisting my words.
So why do blacks commit so many murders?
They don't.
So they're 13% of the population, and they do 55% of the murders in America.
My love, so you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl BB Harry First, and I'm back again for another Charlie Cake's video. So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to one of Charlie Cake content saying that Charlie Cake embarrasses students who says only black people struggles. I hope you had that. Charlie Cake embarrasses students who says that only black people struggle. I can't wait for us to watch this. So without further ado, without wasting much of our time, let's get right into this video.
You're wearing an American Lives Matter shirt.
Yes.
What is your message to this audience right now by wearing that t-shirt? What is your intended message?
Well, I think that we should put Americans above foreigners.
You know that the whole point of, the movement that came with Lives Matter was originally for Black Lives Matter?
Yes, I'm intentionally appropriating it. Yeah.
And are you trying to eliminate the movement Black Lives Matter? Are you trying to not bring attention to it?
I mean, well, BLM is not exactly a movement that I would be associated with, but I believe all lives matter. American lives matter. If you're a black American, Hispanic American, I don't care. All Americans' lives matter.
Would you take the time to recognize a group of people who have been marginalized historically and who are now asking for the same rights, the same privileges as white people in the society by letting
what rights do white people have that blacks don't?
So the issue is, it's not necessarily written in the law.
Oh, so it's like hidden.
That's the whole point. That's how marginalizing works.
Oh, so it's kind of like, it's like a ghost. You see it one day and you don't. And
because you as a white privileged person with money have never seen it, doesn't mean it doesn't
What privilege
exist.
do I as a white person have that a black person doesn't? What can a white person do in America that a black person cannot do? Be specific. Name one thing.
So there are so many issues in our society.
Name one thing. No, I got to drill you in. Name one thing a white person can do that a black person cannot do.
So the issue is racism, okay? You can technically do it, but your life may be put at risk if you find yourself in certain areas where you might not be accepted by your race, and then your life might be in danger.
Okay, what is racism? Can you define to me what racism is?
Racism, well, I don't have the exact description as it is seen in AP style or Wikipedia.
Can you just talk in the mic, please? I'm sorry, yeah.
Sorry. Racism is the lack of opportunities because of a race, the kind of putting a person to a side.
So can you name a single example in the last 20 years where blacks were discriminated en masse, where they've been put aside? Can you give me a specific example?
You can simply talk about police brutality and mass incarceration.
What percentage of murders do black Americans commit in America?
So there you have a point of there is over-policing in black communities, specifically
murders.
Lower income communities.
Blacks commit murders because of police? I'm not talking about murders of police.
You're twisting my words.
So why do blacks commit so many murders?
They don't.
So they're 13% of the population, and they do 55% of the murders in America.
So
why?
You're not even looking at the background of it. There is over-policing in lower income communities.
There's under-policing in lower income communities. Number two, you're trying to say that over-policing, even if that existed, which it doesn't, leads to the fact that 13% of the U.S. population accounts for 55% of the murders?
There is a target on people of color's backs, okay? So when a white person sees a person of color...
Prove it.
There is studies, there is research
give me one example. Give me one piece of evidence that there's a target on black people's back. In fact, I will submit to you there's the opposite. Black students can get into this college with lower test scores than white students. It's called affirmative action.
So now white people are the people who are struggling?
No.
But are they the marginalized ones?
I will go back to this, though. Can you name a specific example of what a black person cannot do that a white person can do? And be, again, specific. Anything.
I'm talking about, there's So racism as a whole is not written in the law because that's not allowed anymore, but it still exists.
Then give me an example.
I just told you.
You said police brutality is your example. Why do you think blacks encounter police so much? They commit more crimes.
There is
And not just like a little bit more.
policing.
No, there's under policing. And how could you say such a thing? We have defunded the police in Philadelphia, New York, Chicago, largely defunded it. We saw crime rates go up.
I also want you to take in mind that when a whole group their opportunities to succeed economically, let's say they don't get that higher paying job because they chose a white person instead of a black person, that makes
Show me an example of where that happened recently.
That makes an entire community more prone to being lower income, and then that is lower income communities are directly related to like more crime activity.
But let me ask you a question. What percentage of young blacks have both a mom and a dad raising them?
I cannot think of a percentage right now to give you.
25%. So only 1 out of 4 blacks in America have a mom and a dad around. Do you think that is a bigger issue to address than racism? Do you think more dads is a better solution, or tackling racism, which you say you can't even see in our laws?
How could dads be connected directly? Like
dads are very connected.
Very connected. Very.
Okay.
When you have a dad around, you're less likely to be violent as a male, less likely to go to prison.
So explain to me why all the fathers are leaving.
Exactly. Why are they leaving?
Question for you.
Because
why are
black
they leaving?
women married the government and divorced the men that they were once with.
Talk about white people right now.
I'm sorry, I'm a realist, not a racist. Secondly, see, you can come up to the mic and call me a racist to my face, or are you an intellectual coward and want to shout it from 30 feet away?
Okay guys, so this is still Charlie Cake right here on my channel, and still on this narrative of Black Life Matters. Now I keep saying this and I'll say this countless times. Guys, we need to stop hiding under our skin color. When I mean we need to stop hiding under our skin color, the black have this narrative that, oh, they are being treated fairly, they are being treated badly, you know, the stereotype that evolve around black melanin. It has to stop, right? This is the same thing. Looking at this video, the girl wasn't brave enough. It gets to a time that Charlie Cake was telling her that if you're brave and you're confident enough, come tell me to my face I'm a racist. This has to stop. I don't know why people go about this narrative of, oh, I am black, I am white. If you keep hiding under this narrative that I am black and that is why I'm not being treated well, there's some privilege I don't have because I am black, you won't win, you won't go far. You continue to stay under that narrative and wallow in that narrative. We've been given this equal rights, irrespective of our skin type. Black, white shouldn't be a factor of how we should be treated. This narrative has to stop. This has been existing since the 17th, 18th century, back then. And it's still going on now. Come on, what is happening? Enough of all this racism, enough of, oh, you're a racist and all that. We need to respect ourselves and respect cultures, respect boundaries, respect each other ideologies and background and tribes and races. We are one. I don't have much to say. Guys, I need your comments in the comment section below. I think I reacted to something like this not quite long. No, it could not be this, might not be this particular video, but something similar to this. So I need your comments in the comment section below. It's still your girl, Be Here First React, and you're welcome to my channel. On this channel, I react to trending news happening all over the world, and please, I do not hold any right to this content or right reserved to its rightful owner. I'm only reacting, adding my own constructive feedback. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.